This is Overtime, a weekly moment of off-the-cuff commentary on everything from sports and politics to observations about everyday life from NFL All-Pro Carl Lee. Welcome to Overtime.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Carl Lee and with Let's Talk. And this is the Overtime segment. And today, I want to address... We've been talking about nutrition and training and how vital those things are to young athletes. And we had a gentleman in to speak about it and who was very knowledgeable. Andrew was, he was very knowledgeable about the food intake and all those kind of things. But what I want to address in this is basically how do you, or not how do you, but why wouldn't we understand the importance of eating and understanding like who is that person that you want to trust your kid with in the training aspect of it. Nutrition is something that you have to pretty much do on your own. And as a parent, you're probably going to have to do some research to kind of figure that out and understand exactly what all the different terms and all that information that was put out there. You're going to have to understand some of that, but there's some simplicity to that just by doing a little bit of research. But the training aspect, training, like for me to go out and train a defensive back is one thing because that's a skill set. Or somebody going out training a quarterback, that's a skill set. But training, sports training specifically to participate in a sport is a highly unique thing, and to me, I think it requires an educational background that I don't know if everybody has that, not saying that doesn't make you're not a trainer. I'm just saying that, when you look at somebody with 25 years of experience, with, studies in, biomedical science and all those kind of stuff, all that type of stuff. I think, when you're dealing with someone like that, I think there's a comfort level in trusting in what he knows. And again, sometimes understanding what he knows or what that person would know is challenging because we don't know. I remember training all the time when I was a kid, talking about wanting to play at the next level. I didn't play any more games than we had on a schedule. I played 3 sports, so I never was sitting around. Then when school was out, I was always training to be in shape. And I think the question that I would ask is how would an athlete, a high school athlete, ever be out of shape? I don't know if there's a time for you to be out of shape, because let's just assuming that you're playing one sport and you're want to master one sport. Okay, that's fair. But when that sport's done, what are you doing? What is the work that you're putting in? Because if you're not putting in any work, then you're not getting the most out of who you are or what you could be. I know that it's difficult to consume yourself into 2 hours, 3 hours after school working out or getting up early in the morning before school. I literally practiced or worked out in the mornings and had football practice in the evening, basketball practice in the evening, track in the evening, because I did it in the morning. And I was used to that. And I'm trying to encourage us to understand that sports is more complicated than just being the top quarterback in the conference or the top quarterback in the state or something like that. I think the issue is what are you doing with your body? Are you putting all the right stuff in it? Because if you want that D1, if you want to play on Saturday, if you want to play on Sunday, and when you're playing on Saturday, you want that D1 offer, I think that you have to understand that there's more of a commitment to the training aspect of it than there is the participation part of it. You can participate, you can play games, you can do these kinds of things and try to get, better, but what is your goal? Like, what is that? I wanted to be the best conditioned person that I could be. I wanted to be the best conditioned person on the team. I don't know if I ever reached that, but what I do know is I was always in the best shape that I thought I could put myself in, that I could get to at that moment. And because of that, I had the confidence I didn't have to worry about conditioning. I didn't have to worry about being tired. I could play at a high level throughout the whole entire game. And see, and that's part of the problem. Imagine everybody talks about, that scout that's going to be at the game. Okay, imagine yourself being a scout sitting in the bleachers and you're watching a kid who can't make it through the first half of a game, whether it be football, basketball, or whatever. He can't make it through the game, even though he's putting out or she's putting out a whole lot of effort. They would love to see you be able to play that whole game and be in shape, because what you think when you see that, when you see somebody in shape, it makes you think, wow, they're willing to put in the work. And the question is, if you want this, if you want a sport, if you want to be a D1 player, if you want to play on Sunday, or you want to be an NBA star, you want to be something, why would you not put everything that you have in it? What could come before that measure of success? Who could call you and say, hey man, let's go do this? And you say, okay, I'm good. I just won't work out today. Who would you leave? What would you leave for? See, because you couldn't, any of my buddies will tell you that you could not interfere with my workout. Like you're probably not going to be up until I'm done, but you couldn't convince me of not wanting to get my workout in. There's just no way. There's nothing comes before that. Today, you could make the case that just about anything could possibly come through it. And my thought process is, if you want it, if you truly, really, really, really want it, then you should really, really, really go after it. And the only way that you can go after it is you got to commit yourself to something that is the most important thing to you. Because I truly do believe that we have more athletes who can have huge success in sports in West Virginia, in Kanawha County, in South Charleston, in Charleston, in Putnam County. We can have them have that measure of success if we just put our time into it. and put the work in. So my challenge is for you today is, why not start tomorrow? Put the time in and see what you can get. All right, we're out.
The opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of WVRC Media, its management, employees, or sponsors. Follow us on Facebook at Let's Talk Carl Lee. Visit WCHSnetwork.com/Let's Talk for more.